Hallo und willkommen zu diesem neuen Video. Das Interessante an der folgenden Manufaktur an Armand Nicolet ist, dass sie aus alten Zeiten, aus den 60er, 70er Jahren etc. alte Venuswerke und andere Werke haben, neu aufbereiten und quasi diese Vintagewerke in einem wunderschönen Optik in neue Uhren integrieren. Und das wissen leider die allerwenigsten. Und am Ende des Videos gibt es einen ausführlichen Vortrag dazu von Rolando Braga, dem Besitzer von Armand Nicolet. Ich wünsche ganz viel Spaß.
I'm sure that our style, because it's classical but it's interesting, it's really liked by German market. For example, here is our manufacturing.
I can take it?
Yes, you can take it. It's our manufacturing, our OHM collection is limited editions. The main point of this collection, it is inside original historical movement. So this is why it is OHM. So this, for example, these watches, they're only 300 pieces, and inside is the movement FHF from 1957.
Nochmal kurz von mir eingehakt an dieser Stelle, überlegt euch das mal, dieses Werk, was hier in dieser Uhr verbaut ist ein Originalwerk von 1957, das Armand Nicolet mit eben speziellen Methoden so aufarbeitet, dass diese Werke heute den modernen Ansprüchen genügen, im Chronometerbereich zertifiziert werden können und trotzdem noch so atemberaubend schön aussehen wie eben ein Vintagewerk von 1957. Es ist irre.
In the correct time, and then we doing again some limited editions. So this one is collection L16. We presented 2 years ago. But it's still in production. It's only 300 pieces for each color. Usually we're using for
each color.
For each colors, 300 pieces. So gray, blue.
It's manual winding.
Manual winding, yes. And
how many hours does it last?
Usually it's 38 hours because you know it's a historical moment. You cannot. So one more collection which was as well below, it's here you can see a little bit skeleton, and inside the skeleton you can see Armand Nicolet as a logo. And here is, for example, more classical with small minutes as well OHM collection. A new one is from 1956, just small second. As well FHF movement, but different style. So as well only 4 colors of dial. And what else I can show you is from that part. So this is our new collection of this year of 2018, GS2. It is a contemporary collection. The ceramical bezel and it's smooth. So it's have to be. It is for 30 atmosphere, so it's a diving watch, classical one. The design done by Italian, our office, and it's done in Tramilan manufacturing in Tramilan.
Is it with the manufacturing movement?
No, this is at the inside.
Okay.
We always our knowledges which we had from our OHM movements, we usually provide to ETA movements, so we modified it to make it a little bit more unique.
So this exists in rose gold, I saw it.
It's not rose gold, it will be rose with a rose, yes, yeah. But it's not a gold.
It's not gold?
Yes.
But it looks amazing, on the photo it looks amazing.
In real I'm sure it will look the same because I did not see the prototype as well, not yet. I can show you one more, 1,600 Swiss francs.
It's okay. Yeah, absolutely okay.
Yeah, it's a nice price. For example, I can show you a very interesting collection as well. The last year which we present. Oh, it is jumping hour. This is what? Yes, take it. Take this one. It is jumping hour. So, which is the uniqueness is the first time when we done totally our movement. because originally we have a movement from 1970s, which is jumping hour, but it only was a few, so we make a replica of these movements, and it's manufacturing movements like OHM, but it is a new one. We've done some modifications, but it's originally new hour watch, jumping hour.
So the 1 and 2 jumps like a date.
Yeah, yes, it's hours, minutes and seconds.
Yeah.
So when the seconds is running from 00 to 05, they jump.
Ah, great.
The white one we have as well.
Ach, mal was Interessantes, ne? Ja. It jumps perfect.
And this is, for example, Arc Royale, as well contemporary collection, so it is inside Etat movement. 3 combinations is day data, chrono one, and the complete calendar. And again in 4 colors: white, blue, black, and gray. Which is the interesting is the gray. It is going with a DLC case, so it is not pavé, it is DLC diamond like carbon. It's very strong because the last because it is the modification of stainless steel, so it's make it more stronger, and the coloring is going deeper inside, so you cannot, like when you use it, it will be not getting off only when you really scratch for a few millimeters. For example, I saw sometimes really take out some piece of metal and it's still black.
There's a real moon face?
Yes.
Sure.
28,500.
And we have the white one. And you can use the different type of the straps, so not only the crocker one, but the leather one. Or for example, I think I don't have it here, maybe, by the chance.
Also altbekanntes 2824.
Interessante Dinger, ne?
Ja.
How many cost this?
This costs the data start from 2,800 Swiss francs. Could be less. Could be start from 2,000 if it is on the classical like a leather strap, and the complete calendars and chrono one the same price, 4,600. And one more J09 collection as well, contemporary one, very interesting. So we have a different type. It's as well DLC. Yes, it's a Lady One OHM.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it's a Lady One OHM.
Das ist doch mal eine wirklich schöne Dame, oder? Aber perfekt schön, oder? Dein Vater ruhig mal ein paar Mark springen lassen. Meine Nicolet ist das sicherlich nicht.
Here is like the more classical one.
Zumal der Vater auf Baselworld steht.
Ja.
Das ist aber eine Manufaktur.
Yes, this is OHM manufacture, 500 pieces. It is inside, it is the movements of 1960 FHF as well. It is this exactly that watch. It is a combination from stainless steel and rose gold. So the bezel done from the rose gold 18 carats and the crown. And it is 5 diamonds on the dial. Could be the version then the bezel as well, complete of diamonds, or as well the lashes here as well with the diamonds, or completely case with the diamonds. So the woman can choose which they like. And this one is not manual wind; it's automatic. It's done that the woman will be more easy for us. If you use it every day, it's not stopping. It's really beautiful.
6,500.
Yeah, because of the gold one, the gold bezel. If it is stainless steel, the start point from 4,900 Swiss francs. And the sport
It's a running joke for cosmakers.
And this is Sport One collection.
Das ist wieder meins. Groß, wuchtig.
Monströs.
Yes. You know, I like this kind of watches. Big, strong, like me. So this one starts where?
From 2,500, 600 because of the DLC, and 500 if it's stainless steel.
Cool. How big is it? 45?
Yes. Yeah, and this is from women, the collection. This is well the sport one, so it's like you can choose. So we have only two women collections. Here's the classical one OHM and this one.
And starts that?
The start point is as well from 2,900. The last, it is as well our OHM, but this is most rare one. Unfortunately, it is on the type.
So, und jetzt kommen wir zu einem weiteren Highlight. Diese Uhr hier, von der wird nur eine im Jahr produziert, und zwar aufgrund des Werkes. Es ist ein Original-Venus-Werk von 1949 verbaut. Guckt euch jetzt gleich, wenn ich diese Uhr drehe, dieses traumhaft schöne Werk an.
We still have original Venus from 1949. This is, yes, from 1949.
New old stock.
New old stock, yes. It's old movement, but it's totally brand new because we clean it, we put the design and not only improve it. So it is a chrono one, because Venus is a chrono one. We still have only the few. This is why it's only 30 pieces. And the start price point is from 28,000 Swiss francs.
We are the only company in the world that has a stock of original old movement produced in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, because our company was one of the biggest making the T1 in the watch industry, especially in the past. You have the production of the parts, then when you assemble, especially on complicated movements like this one, this is a Venus 188.
Yes.
When you assemble the parts, are not enough precise, and you need a specialized watchmaker that can set them properly. This in the industry is called T1. Then once the movement is set perfectly, you put the dial, you assemble the watch, and we call this processing T2. Our company was one of the best, and especially in the 50s and in the 60s, as you know, Rolex and Patek had their own chronograph caliber. And you can find inside the Venus, all the Venus was a set that T1 made inside our company. So,
On that period.
yeah. Also later.
Yes.
Till when Venus stopped the production.
Okay.
You can see a clear example of what we do today. These are the original movements we still have. Here you have different calibers with the production here, including the plate of the Venus, okay, and the production here. So we still have in our factory a lot because it was used to produce for the other brand, not too much, for the other brand. Then at the end of the 70s, early 80s, arrived the quartz, and for the industry was like no more mechanical, because the quartz is more precise, more reliable, and so on.
In German it's called Quarzkrise,
Quartz crisis.
So our company that was focused only on this practically closed or tried to reconvert, but we had a lot of mechanical movement still available today. So here you can see an example, then we can show you, take that watch. For example, that one is the FHF 9, exactly. So, this is the original.
You made FHF?
No, we was making the T1.
Are you make parts of them?
No,
No,
we
don't
was
stand.
we put together.
no then
They producing the parts, FHF, and we put together all these parts and the
Exactly.
movements work.
Yes,
So-
This
okay,
is
it's,
what-
I stand.
what I explained before. So we was buying from FHF, Unitas, ETA, Venus, and so on the parts.
AS, yeah.
AS
AS,
or
yes.
many other, because we have more PUV.
PV.
We had more than 200. We still have more than 200 different calibers
Okay.
in our company. Small quantity, 30 pieces, 100 pieces, maximum 1,000, and we recover. But recover doesn't mean simply wash it, oil, and assemble
Yes, yes,
it.
I understand it.
Here you can see the example. This is the,
Teamwerk machen Sie das.
this is the original piece. It's an Unitas 600. This is a unique job. Only Nicolet do that.
The watchmakers of the world don't stand by your door and say, have you only parts of a Venus 175? Yes?
We still have, but we don't have only the parts. And reaching this level,
It's a long way.
yeah, not only, it's also a question of knowledge. Because an important part which is, at the end of the day, somebody said us, but why you don't produce a new movement? Because we are forced to make a new 3D of the old movement, detecting with a microscope, we reproject interiorly the movement.
It's more working.
Yeah. If you come in the
More
factory,
engineering
we have
power.
to engineer,
Yes.
exactly. And then make a new A spring, a new main spring. It's not simple. Need to
Swan
make all
neck,
the calculation. And but we need to do that. Otherwise, we'll never work. And today, our movements work in the same manner of a new movement. Means check it in 5 different positions, totally wound after 24 hours with a difference in temperature of around 20 degrees. And the delta is -0 in all the different conditions I said you, plus 30, 35 seconds per day. 6 minus 2 minutes per day.
Yes.
It was not possible with this kind of material. But why we do all this kind of job and we don't produce a new movement? Now comes the more interesting part. Because a mechanical movement, to be really precise, need to have the interference between the teeth of the wheels with a tolerance of around 2 micron.
Yes, I know.
Otherwise, no machine also today can make all the holes with a precision of 1-2 microns, the distance between the different holes. So at the end of the day, the only way to produce and be sure is the old system. You make the holes, but then you have like a press with a tool that make the right position of the holes. Then you can be sure that the movement is perfect.
Okay.
And this is the reason why when you produce a new movement, you have to invest millions, because at the end of the day, to find the perfect position, you have to use the old processing. Otherwise, they work, but they will never last like the old movements for 1 century.
From the customers, who know that?
This is the problem. We have taken close to 25 years to set up a system internally that works. Because it looks to be simple. When I bought the company 25 years ago, everybody in the industry said, this guy is stupid.
You are stupid.
Exactly, throwing away the money.
Take a new one back.
Exactly. Now are the same guys that come and say, you had the vision. Because everybody, a watch today makes no sense as an instrument. It's a jewel. So people buy a jewel, but the jewel that is produced in 1 million pieces per year
Yes.
is not so much a jewel. While today we can make limited edition for a reasonable price, democratic luxury. And at the same time, it's a long-term investment. It's a long-term investment because we have 500, 300 of many calibers. We can work for the next 20 years of this.
How much is this watch?
Makes sense to recover this caliber when the quantity we have is almost of 300 or 400, because the investment to produce the new parts, the engineering, the tech, create the 3D.
It's too expensive.
Exactly. It's true that more caliber will recover and less expensive will become for us because many parts, for example the assortments, in the 40s, in the 50s, the Swiss industry have a catalog of the Azwag companies, probably 30, 40 different companies, Eta, Felsa, Fontamelon, Peseux, blah, blah, blah. Each one with 30, 40 different caliber. At the end, the catalog is like this. Probably 300 or 400 different calibers of different companies. But they was using only 11 different assortments because all the system was using only 11 different assortments. So we started to make the recover of the caliber to produce only a couple of different assortments. Means that huge investment can be split probably of 10, 12, 3,000, 4,000 different movements, reducing the investment. Otherwise, each movement will cost us 5,000 Swiss francs, and then how you can sell them.
Yes, yes. But I'm right. It's perfect. Yeah, wir müssen los. Sorry, time is over.
Yes.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
nein, I thank you.
Ja, das war's von diesem Video. Wenn ihr bis hierhin dran geblieben seid, alle Achtung, denn es ist ja doch ein langes Video, aber ich finde es persönlich hochinteressant. Und schreibt mir doch mal in die Kommentare, ob ihr es bis hierhin geschaut habt und ob ihr es wirklich ganz geschaut habt. Denn das finde ich immer interessant. Ich mache mir ja doch viel Arbeit mit den Videos und ich freue mich immer, wenn sie bis zum Ende geschaut werden von euch. Ansonsten wünsche ich euch noch einen wunderschönen Tag, was auch immer ihr gerade macht. Bis dahin mal. Ciao, ciao.